Now, what next? Thematic story for the introduction of lowercase, and you know we need this amazing tool which is clay. So first thing, as we even go further, make sure you make the letter formation using the patterns. So I'm also going into the writing readiness. The 3 patterns that needs to be demonstrated before introduction of tracing B is 1 standing line, 1 upper curve, you can see, 1, this is a closed curve, and you can see I have 1 more closed curve and another closed curve. So now you can see how did letter God make this B in front of Aaron and Anna using his clay. So please don't skip this step. Aaron and Anna witnessed the formation of letter B, and now this letter B wanted to get inside the train, and the cabin door was very small and narrow. As he wanted, now we'll have to call this B as big. So along with big, you can add one more adjective for this B, big, broad, because this letter is a broad letter. You can call this as big, broad. B wanted to get inside the train. He was so broad that his upper closed curve. Can you see? We made B, and from the same B, the upper closed curve fell down, and now big, broad B became a small b. So can you see the difference as well? Children witness this in front of their eyes, and when you give them clay, they also narrate the story, retell the story, and they make this pattern. And believe me, the magic that this approach creates will eliminate all the letter case identification issues that will arise in the child in future. So this is big B, and now this is small b. And now if you want to introduce this as uppercase and lowercase as well, how you can take the story forward is, you can say now letter God created all his all his letters, initially 26 letters. He made an upper shelf in his room and placed all the letters in the upper shelf, and from then those letters came to be known as uppercase letters. And now one by one, as he got the small letters, he made a lower shelf in his room and kept all the small letters in the lower shelf, and those letters came to be known as the lowercase letters. So you can bring in this variation as well and introduce it as uppercase and lowercase, big or small. Now we justify why we call it as big and small, or uppercase and lowercase letters. So you can go ahead with that variation as well. And after that, what we are doing, as I showed you, you can use all these resources to revise. So again, revise everything about A and then revise about B. So this is the action to generate the sound drill, and now this is the story of the lowercase formation. So you can have all these resources. And now as we are going to the writing readiness, we will have to do all the activities. Hope you remember the prep work, the foundation work, and the prime work. Don't forget, I'm just reminding few important things. We need a big standing line, so I'm using 2 lines like this. Otherwise you can have one big standing line, and now you can see one closed curve and another closed curve. So like this, when you do the pattern demonstration, can you see, children will love to understand. They are now understanding the relationship between each pattern. Okay, so when you show them through the big pattern formation and later through clay, and then use all the writing resources. So let me bring all the writing resources now. Again, use a 4 line or a 3 line. It is completely up to you. And the first thing is tracing on rava, rangoli or sand, anything. So allow the child to trace on rangoli, sand and rava. Then you can also have the sandpaper flashcard. So tracing on the sandpaper flashcard. And number 3 is demonstrating the pattern formation. Okay, 1 standing line, one closed curve and another closed curve. So start from top red line till the first blue line, one closed curve and another closed curve. So like this, and you know that these patterns can actually be used like this as well. So I have all the patterns here which we are using, and you can arrange and demonstrate and then help children and trace and understand. So like this you will do it, and next you will do the same when you introduce the lowercase. One standing line and this is one closed curve. So like this you introduce the lowercase. 4-line or 3-line is your option, and after pattern demonstration you will be doing the tracing. So you are tracing here in the 4-line format, not just random sandpaper tracing. No, this is the next level. This is the foundation work. So you will allow the child to trace well, understand, and then give them worksheets or book for jumbo tracing and other work to be done. So this is again one more way of tracing, and you can also help children understand in the arrow method. So you can see here first, second, third. So this also direction you can give, and I told you you need to have a one-liner. So one standing line, one closed curve in the top, another closed curve in the bottom. So children will chant this while tracing in the air, tracing on the desk. So this is how you demonstrate the pattern formation of this letter. One standing line, one upper closed curve and another closed curve in the bottom. So with this chant you trace, and later children can write it in their worksheets or in their book. So just let me just check whether I have done everything. So let me share the resources as well what I have. So this is uppercase letter, and this is the lowercase letter, and this flashcard it is with both the cases. So you can introduce it accordingly. And now you can see here, this is my big story chart. Now this can help you in the spoken English development as well. So make some chart like this and hang it in your class. And for reading readiness, so you have the picture reading. Like I told you, it's basically sight word reading, but pre-reading skills can be achieved where the child will run the finger from one word to another word in the left to right progression and identifies the picture. The child will repeat the sentence with the teacher but stress on the B words. So this is Billu, the black bear. He rides a bicycle. He loves to eat burger and banana. He plays with a bat and a ball. So all these activities are to enhance pre-reading skill and spoken English development. As I shared, this is a word chart. So children can identify, enhancing their vocabulary, and you can create one sentence as well, and enhance speaking skill. So these are all the activities that you can do. And for other comprehending activities, you can have these drawing cards to trace children who need more help in drawing, so they can trace and learn drawing. You can have all these stick puppets to group, to sort, to match. Have it for all the letters, and you can do various activities, as I mentioned, like grouping, sorting, matching, and to identify the beginning sound here. So now you can see the letter. Look at these three pictures. Which one begin from this sound? Is it a car? Is it an ambulance or a bus? Now you can see all three are vehicles. This challenges the child much more. So like this, you go on doing these activities, comprehending activities, and finally, you go with the worksheets or the books, and you may have any activities like this. Okay, I'm just showing. So you will have you can have any activities to comprehend for letter B. So you can see here, choosing the right beginning sound, so all these activities you can do further when you complete using the materials. So my dear friends, how was the tutorial, coding phonics tutorial to introduce the letter B? Hope it helps you. So please share this video with the teacher and let everybody get the benefit of thematic story approach. and I will see you in the introduction of letter C.